Today I want to talk about water storage. I've been watching a lot of coverage from the North Carolina hurricane, and people repeatedly keep saying water is one of the most important things. So thought I would do a quick video about this because I live in earthquake territory and feel like I should have more water on hand. I bought the Aqua-Tainer on Amazon a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, I don't remember when. It was on sale. I believe I paid about $20 for each one. I got two of them. They're 7 gallons each. That is, what does it say here, 26.5 liters. So that's what I thought would be good for my family, in addition to all the water that I have already. So let's get started. This is the Aqua-Tainer. When you start filling it, I would make sure this is open a little so it can breathe. And let's take the top off. As you can see here, there's a sticker on the back of this that I don't want to take off until it's time to actually use the valve. Before we get too far into this, I highly suggest putting on some junk clothes, because at least in my case, I'm spilled everything and I'll probably get bleach on whatever clothes I'm wearing. So let's go get the water. What I'm going to do is use this Sawyer water filter. Again, something, a prep that you should definitely have. There are things you can cheap out on, things you can't cheap out on. I wouldn't cheap out on the storage, and I wouldn't cheap out on a water filter, because this is your life, and too many people die from waterborne illnesses in an emergency. Anyways, this is the Sawyer Mini, I believe. I'll put a link in it below. But what I'm going to do is fill this about halfway and then put 1.5 teaspoons of bleach in for the 7 gallons of water. And that's an approximate. Do your own research on how much bleach you want to put in. But I'm going to fill this halfway and then add the bleach and then fill it the rest of the way so that it mixes the bleach for me. I'm also going to try to remember to time this to see how long it takes to fill it. So let's go. As you can see, I'm not filling very fast. I don't want to blow out the filter in here. Okay, we're about halfway, so I'm going to turn the water off now. For 7 gallons, I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of bleach. And of course I made a mess. Now that we've put the bleach in, it's time to restart the rest of the water. I should have rinsed the inside of this before I started filling it, because I see a piece of plastic floating in there. Something important to remember is fill this bottle as high as possible so there's less air, less space for things to grow. Also, here's the disclaimer. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't really know what I'm talking about. I would suggest setting a timer if you're going to walk away. While we're waiting, I will say, if you don't mind, help me out and like and subscribe. Thank you. One of the reasons I got a smaller bottle, not a 55-gallon drum or even a 10-gallon bottle, is because water weighs approximately 8 pounds per gallon. So this 7-gallon water jug is going to weigh approximately 56 pounds. Finished, got it filled, took about 12 minutes. Made a mess everywhere, but the last thing I wanted to show you was with another empty one. You can take these and stack them. It says you can stack them empty. No matter what you do, make sure you store as much water as you possibly can. Good luck.